Hi everyone. So in this today video, we are going to talk about what is database trigger. So before we actually deep dive into implementation of how to set up our database trigger and everything, I just want to go through like what exactly they are. So database triggers are like a trigger or or you can say any function that basically run when something change into the database. It can be anything. It can be like any row inserted into the database table, any row update, delete, anything happen. So that function trigger like that. So for example, if you take this job board in the context, we want to mail users who will apply for the jobs, right? So as soon as they apply, they will receive an email. So what we will do is we will insert a new row in a new table, that is job application table. And as soon as new row inserted into a table, it will automatically send an email to the user. Or you want to do any other operation like as soon as someone applied, update the total application count. That is the thing. Or you want to send alert to the admin as soon as database insert happen, you will trigger to the admin, okay, new someone has applied for the job. You can do lot operation. So in Supabase, database trigger basically can divide into two types. One is based on the when user is inserted or deleted. That is a one. Second thing is normal database insert, update, delete. Right. So broadly, let me quickly show you. If you go in your authentication table, you will see auth hooks. That is also a kind of a database trigger. So whenever any user insert, you want to send SMS, email, anything, you can do it. And another one that we are going to use in this video, I'm going to actually show you how to set up a database trigger is database and then trigger. So this is the trigger that we are going to talk. Okay, so in this video, we are going to implement a one functionality that is as soon as someone apply to any jobs, increase the number of count and application received. So just to give you context, we have a job table. Each job will have a total application count, how many people has actually applied for that, and then there is a job application. As soon as user apply to the job, we want to increase this counter to increase. So for example, if someone apply to this technical writer, it should increase to 2, 3, 4, 5 number of applications. And also, if you remember, in the last couple of videos back, I have talked about RPC function. So you can even call the other RPC functions or database functions when anything like any row changes, row inserted or anything. So that is there. Okay, let's go. Again, we are going to use ChatGPT. Okay, so we have two tables, or you can use Supabase assistant also here, but I don't know. I just prefer ChatGPT one. You can pick anything. We have two table jobs and job application. Create the database trigger as soon as someone applies for the job. Insert into the database trigger. Insert into the job application table. Right. Increase the job total application. We can also create a one more function to like delete it. As soon as someone delete the job application, counters will also reduce it. But we are not focusing on it. We are primarily focusing in as soon as someone applies, insert the job application, it increases the counter. So that's where it can. So this is a database function. So what it basically say, like new connected job, total application is equal to. So it basically like what exactly need to do when someone trigger. So this is the trigger. Trigger is happening on insert on job application table for each row and execute this function basically, right? So this is RPC function basically, typical RPC. Okay, so this is increment job application counter, new job, and all of this. So what we are going to do, copy that, run it as a SQL. Okay, so simply hit run. So if you go and check in your database functions, we have one more function. Yeah, this one increment job, right? Now we have to write SQL for when this will trigger this RPC function. So basically RPC database trigger. So execute function, this one, and when this option. Now, if you come here and in the bubble side of it, so I have already have this pop-up. So whenever apply jobs, I am inserting this job application. So if you're not familiar with how to insert and everything, I think I already created one video that handle the all the create, read, update, delete, all the functionality and all of this, right? So yeah, pretty standard. So now let's do it. So if I click on this full stack and say apply job, job successfully applied. So if we come on job application, we see there's one entry, and in the job table, there should be a one. Is the refresh it? Yeah, if you see this have a counter increase to one, right? Let me show this counter at a front end so that we can actually see it. We have to go in our API connector, update the job object to have it as a. And now we can simply say this will be total information. And this will be total. Perfect. Now come here and refresh it. You can see one, and for example, if I apply on this, apply jobs, this automatically change to the one, right? We can apply on this. And that's how database trigger works. Automatically update the counter. You don't need to set up anything at all. It will automatically take care. Perfect. I hope you understand it. If you have any question, any doubt, do comment it out. And also, just to remind, all my bubble editor is public. You can see the link in the description section.